Okay, back again for another movie. This is going to be the start of my, well, not the start of my collection, but the first video that I'm going to do for my collection. So I'll kind of jump right into it because I got about, I don't know, 29 movies or so. I'm just going to kind of pick, 29, 30 movies out at a time and then just upload a video on it. So we'll start first. Let's see. This is... trying to find out what year this is. Because it doesn't even say on here. Oh, 2006. 2006 SummerSlam. Sorry, see if I can do it this way. Is that better? Yeah. 2006 SummerSlam. You got DX, the McMahons. You also got Cena versus Edge, and it looks like Booker T, King Booker with Queen Sharmell versus Batista. So this is actually a pretty good one. I do remember the Hulk Hogan Randy Orton match. That's also on here. Pretty good card, not bad. I got that. I also have the Nature Boy, Ric Flair. Woo! It's the 3-disc set. Sorry for the lighting. Sorry for the crappy video, but I'm trying to do my best here. So this is the 3-disc set. It's actually a pretty good one too. Gotta love the Nature Boy. HBK and the Nature Boy, two favorite. This one is Alloyed Powers, or Allied Powers, sorry, the world's greatest tag teams. This is another good one. I picked this up not too long ago. It's also a 3-disc set. It's actually a pretty good one. I gotta love the Hardy Boys, Jeff and Matt. I think they're a great tag team. I mean, then you go from even like Edge and Christian, the Steiner brothers. I mean, you go back way back in the day, and you got some great tag teams: Demolition, Road Warriors. I mean, you name it. They're just great. The greatest wrestling stars of the '80s. Another good one. Got this off WWE Shop when it first came out. I actually had pre-ordered it, and it came with a T-shirt that is identical to what this looks like. This is on the front of the T-shirt, and that's what's on the back of the T-shirt. Well, just all the people that are wrestling stars, the greatest wrestling stars of the 80s. Another good one, a little bit of documentary on there, and then give you some old matches, but this is also another good one to have in your collection. And you also got the greatest superstars of the 90s. Another good one. You gotta love, like I said, Shawn Michaels, Undertaker, I even, Razor Ramon, Diesel, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall, whatever you want to call them. Some of the best: Bret the Hitman Hart, The Rock, Stone Cold, you name it. These guys, I think, revolutionized, a sport that seemed like it was, dying in a way, and then turning it into, this huge, attitude era, just like everybody says, is probably the best era, bar none. I mean, you got to see the WCW, ECW invasion, which was awesome. You got to see the Monday Night Wars between WCW and WCW Nitro and WWE Raw. I mean, just another great DVD too, which I think I also have in here somewhere. If it's not in this video, it'll be in another one. So, this one was a long time ago. I picked this one up. I don't even know what year this came out in, but this is 3.5 hours of WWF action. Kind of gives you a little bit of what it is. I mean, you got Trish on the back and stuff. It gives you some hardcore action, and I mean, this is talks about the 2001 invasion. So this is another good one. Just something quick I picked up a long time ago. This was, geez, I don't know. It was a while ago too. 97, but I know it didn't come out in 97. This came out in 2002. So quite a while ago. It just has a little description on the Survivor Series and the best of. That's what it is. It's the best of the Survivor Series WWF Attitude Era collection. I think it's only like an hour long. Yeah, only about 60 minutes, but it just kind of runs down every Survivor Series from 87 to 97. So it's another one. WWF ladder match. the guy that revolutionized the ladder match. I don't care what anybody says. Heartbreak Kid Shawn Michaels. When you go from facing Razor Ramon at WrestleMania, and I mean, he put on a show. Just well, both of them did, and I mean, it was amazing. Just an amazing match. And then you get other guys, you know, like Chris Benoit, you know, like the Hardy Boys, like the Dudleys, like Edge and Christian. Just, you know, great matches, especially Money in the Bank. Love Money in the Bank. I think that's just a great concept. Everybody wants to see what's going to happen, and you can do so much stuff. I still remember when Shelton Benjamin, WrestleMania, ran up the ladder, had one tilted sideways, and ran all the way up the ladder and clothesline. That was huge. Huge. Awesome time. Another 3-disc set that I got is My Life, My Rules, Jeff Hardy. I actually met this guy, Jeff Hardy. It was funny. We were going to see a family member, and we'd stopped in Pennsylvania, and there was Raw on that night, and they were actually in Pennsylvania. And at the time, Jeff was on SmackDown, and I went to the hotel to actually check in, and he shows up right behind me. Not lying. I mean, all of a sudden I turn around and I'm like, whoa. So I actually got a picture, autograph. I mean, he was pretty cool. I talked to him for about 10-15 minutes, but he's actually a pretty cool guy. So there is Jeff Hardy, My Life, My Rules, 3-disc set. I also got this one. It's WWE Tag Classics. Let's see, 93 and 94, King of the Ring. This seemed like it was the like a European version. I mean, Silver Vision. I actually did buy this off of eBay, but and there's other ones that you can get, and you guys have probably already seen these before. But I love the King of the Ring. I still haven't picked up the King of the Ring box set yet, or not box set, but 3-disc set. I don't know why I haven't, but I do like King of the Ring. I like the concept where it's a tournament, and then you get to see who wins at the end. So. King of the Ring, probably since Shawn Michaels has retired and Ric Flair is kind of no longer a active wrestler all the time. I think my favorite wrestler right now would have to be CM Punk. He is the best in the world, just like he says that he is. It seems like every time that he goes out there, he can put on a show like nobody else. I mean, the crowd goes nuts as soon as you hear that music. And he cuts promos like nobody else as well. Him and Paul Heyman together, that was awesome. It was just match made in heaven, it almost seemed like. And I think that his feud with Brock Lesnar is just going to keep getting better and better and better. And they're going to put on a show at SummerSlam that's going to be amazing. That's just my opinion, but take it or leave it. Let's see, Punk. I also got Kane, Journey to Hell. I also have this. And didn't come with a slip or nothing, just the DVD itself. So only gives you about 5 matches. Yeah, 5 matches. There's the matches on the back. I don't know if you can see it or not. Hopefully you can. Royal Rumble. Of course, doesn't tell me. I can't remember what years these are. 2006, yes, 2006 Royal Rumble. Has all the McMahons on the top. Shane, Vince, Linda, and Stephanie. And it's another good one. I believe this was the year that Rob Van Dam made that special appearance in the Royal Rumble, and the place went nuts. I mean, the place just started, going crazy because I thought RVD was back. But I'm pretty sure that was... Pretty sure. You can correct me if I'm wrong, but... Epic Journey, Dwayne The Rock Johnson. I also got this one here. The Rock. This is actually a really good story. Talks about when he first started. Talked about his father. Also talked about his grandfather. And, how he just all of a sudden came up with the idea, why not just, put some fancy clothes on and, some raising the eyebrow a little bit and have at you. Excuse me. No, this is actually a pretty good one. This is another good one. I watched the whole thing on that one. That was pretty good. Edge, A Decade of Destruction. It's another good one. Edge, he was great. I've actually seen him wrestle quite a few times as well. So Edge, another 3-disc set. And it's coming up on the 10-minute mark, and just like everybody knows, about 10 seconds silent. Okay, now we're back, and anyways, we got the Big Show, Giant World. For some reason I just keep saying, oh, great DVD, great DVD. No, a lot of these are pretty good. I like the DVDs where it gives you a 3-disc set, it gives you a documentary, and then it gives you some matches. I like to see the documentary. I like to see behind the scenes. I like to see wrestlers kind of like out of their character, and they just kind of talk a little bit about what's happened in the past and now what's going to happen in the future. WWE Best Pay-Per-View Matches 2009 to 2010. I still have not watched this yet. I know that there are some pretty good ones that are on there. You got John Cena versus Edge, Last Man Standing match for the World Heavyweight Championship, Backlash 2009. Chris Jericho versus Rey Mysterio, The Bash 2009. Mask versus Intercontinental title. DX versus Legacy, Hell in a Cell 2009. It's a Hell in a Cell match. And Streak versus Career, Undertaker versus Shawn Michaels, WrestleMania 26, 2010. Shawn Michaels Bad Blood. I love this cover because you can actually see Triple H in the background. At first when you look at it you don't see him, but then you do see him, so that's actually pretty cool. That was a good match too. I always thought the Hell in a Cell match between Triple H and Shawn Michaels. Chris Benoit versus Kane for the World Heavyweight title. I don't care. I'll mention Chris Benoit's name. I got no problems with that. The 10th Raw anniversary. This one's just a little one. I don't know if anybody's ever seen this one. You might have seen it. I buy a lot of my movies at FYE, Walmart, Best Buy. So I believe I found this at FYE. Tell me if you've ever seen that one. Raw. True Story of WrestleMania. 3-disc set. Should have showed this with my WrestleMania. My WrestleMania box set. Hope you guys like that. That was actually, like I said, one of my prized possessions. Almost done here. Ric Flair and the Four Horsemen. It's a 2-disc set. So Ric Flair. Woo! Four Horsemen. Rob Van Dam, One of a Kind. It's another 2-disc set. Rob Van Dam, he's such a great wrestler, and you look at him now, and I mean, knowing how, I mean, he's not old, but I mean, he's getting up there, and he can still fly. I mean, this guy, I watched it on Raw. I mean, he flew off the top rope, turned midair, still hits a 5-star frog splash. That was just awesome. WrestleMania 19. This is where you got Shawn Michaels' return to WrestleMania, faces Chris Jericho, another awesome match. Was it Hogan versus McMahon, I think it was? Yeah, Mr. McMahon, Triple H versus Booker T. You also got Kurt Angle versus Brock Lesnar. And Lesnar jumping off the top rope trying to do that shooting star press. Missed just a touch. But that's another good WrestleMania. Seiko Field. The Rise and Fall of WCW. Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I love WCW days. I love seeing the old NWO. I love seeing the old Sting. You know, Goldberg, Ric Flair, the Steiner Brothers. I mean, Halloween Havoc, Bash at the Beach. If they were still around, I would still do the flipping back and forth from Raw to Nitro. I still would. I think that towards the end, their brand was just, in my opinion, terrible. But I still watched it. I still thought it was great. So, WCW, Rise and Fall, WCW. The world's greatest wrestling managers. I also got this one here. It's just a 1-disc. It actually does come with some trading cards. Came with it. I still haven't opened them yet. I don't think I will. But world's greatest managers. Everybody from Paul Heyman, Sonny, Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, Jim Cornette, Bobby the Hairy Brain Heenan, and Paul Bearer. and Sensational Sherry. Rest in peace. And Miss Elizabeth. Sorry. I'll do this one real quick. Hogan versus Michaels, the first time ever. SummerSlam 2005. I was actually at this event, Washington, D.C. Saw it, had to watch it, had to see it. Hogan versus Michaels. This was actually a pretty good pay-per-view. You had Eddie Guerrero versus Rey Mysterio, ladder match, custody of Eddie Guerrero's kid. Well, Eddie Guerrero or Rey Mysterio's, who knows. Orlando Jordan versus Chris Benoit. That was such an awesome match. It lasted all of like 10 seconds. Chris Benoit just came out, put the crossface on him, and then it was done, and he won the U.S. title, so that was actually pretty cool. WWE Championship match, John Cena versus Chris Jericho, and no holds barred World Heavyweight title match, Batista versus JBL. And of course, Hogan versus Michaels in the end. Of course, Hogan had to win. Of course he did, didn't he? Another Ultimate Ric Flair collection. Another 3-disc set. I have to get Ric Flair. Have to. I mean, this guy is the limousine riding, jet flying, wheeling dealing, kiss stealing, Space Mountain riding. Son of a gun. Nature boy. This is like his heyday stuff. This was like really old stuff. Another Twist of Fate, Matt and Jeff Hardy. Their story. I believe this is a 2-disc set. Yeah. One side's Matt's story and the other side's Jeff's story. So this is actually a pretty good one too. The McMahon collection. Vince McMahon. Had to get this one. I thought this one was also another good one. I think WrestleMania 1130, I gotta say it again. I think he was talking about how he'd like to see Shane McMahon one. I'd also like to see Shane McMahon one. But anyways, so that's the DVDs that I have so far. I do have more in my collection, and I'll probably be making another video next week. But I figured I would just give you guys the first little part of my wrestling collection. I'd like to just do a quick shout out to, like I said, WrestleManiac 1130. I watch all of his videos. I watch the Visual Expression. I also watch the Visual Maniacs. I'm another Stevie Breach fan. I'm a frickin' Yeah 88 fan. I watch all those guys. I also watch Mr. Wrestler. What's it? I think it's Mr. Wrestling or Mr. WrestleMania 1980. Another awesome guy. I mean, his collection's huge. He's got tons of stuff all over the place. But those are just some of the guys that I have been watching. And then besides that, I've been watching JX Rico. I've been watching Kryptonian guy. So, I mean, those are just a couple shout outs to some people. Again, please like, comment, subscribe. Help me out just a little bit, would you? Till next time. Bye.